Hey guys, I hope that you are doing well and that your week is going good so far. Just wanted to make a quick video and share our discussion questions for you this week. As usual, we will be talking about these on Sunday during our Zoom call. And if you need any help getting involved in that, just let me know. We are continuing our series nearing the end on the Lord's Prayer, just talking about ways we can draw in closer. And this is an intriguing week, as you can see. We're talking about lead us not into temptation. So Matthew 6, verse 13, and it reads, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Let's think about that for a minute. And a lot of these, we've just been taking one verse and kind of digging in deep. So this verse in particular raises an interesting question, right? Is it saying or implying that God normally leads us into temptation? When it says lead us not, is that what it's implying to us? What do you think? And just to cross-reference some other scriptures, how can this verse be reconciled to what James says? And according to James, who causes the actual temptation? And that's James chapter 1, verses 13 through 15. I've got them included here, and I'll read it to you real quick. It says, let no one say when he is tempted, I'm being tempted by God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, and he himself tempts no one. But each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desire. Then desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. So how is that reconciled with lead us not into temptation and that whole idea? And can it be? Hence, I think it can, but give some thought as to how and who James says is doing the actual tempting there. And to further think through it, how might Jesus' warning to his disciples help us understand this dynamic? And this is when he's with them in the Garden of Gethsemane, in Matthew 26:41, and that reads, watch and pray that you may not enter into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So that kind of idea, and what he says there, does that help us understand kind of the relationship between God and leading us not into temptation? Two more to kind of step back and think big picture. Can you think of other people in Scripture who are brought into circumstances that tempted or tried them? And what comfort are we offered when temptations and trials do come? You can cross-reference those two, James 1, 2 through 4, and 1 Corinthians 10, 13. Both have something to say to us about trials and temptations. And last but not least, to kind of put it all together, given all the above, what should be our attitude towards temptations and trials? Can you kind of give not quite a mission statement, but a summary statement of how a believer, how we as believers should look at and think about temptations and trials, given all the scriptures and topics there that we've talked about? All right, guys, I hope that this is helpful. And yeah, there we go. Still getting the hang of this Zoom thing. I look forward to discussing all of this with you guys on Sunday. Have an awesome week. As soon as I figure out how to turn off the recording.